Welcome to lesson number 2. Last time you learned how to make basic sentences and you were introduced to your first 5 characters. Today we are mostly going to review everything that you learned. We are going to learn a little bit new grammar, but this is mostly a practice lesson. So let's get started. First up, this is the vocabulary that you were supposed to memorize for your homework. If you need to, you can pause this video, take a picture, and reference it as needed throughout the lesson. Now, there are 2 different ways to say what in Japanese. They are technically 2 different versions of the same word. They do have the exact same kanji character, and how you read it is going to depend on the grammar of the sentence. So it is important to know how they're different. So first up we have nani, which can stand alone, and it can be used with all of the particles except for no. It cannot be used with no. Then we have none. None cannot stand alone, and it cannot be used with particles except for no. It can be used with no. And none is used with quantifiers. Anytime we are counting something or measuring something, we are going to use nan. For example, how old are you is nan sai. So let's just look at some examples. Here we have nani ga suki desu ka. Ga is a particle. Because ga is a particle, it has to go with nani, because nani is allowed to go with particles. But nan is not. So we cannot say nan ga. We can't do it. It sounds really weird. So can't do it. We cannot say nan ga. It must be nani ga suki desu ka. Then here we have kore wa nani desu ka. We can't do that either. Generally speaking, nani is at the beginning of the sentence and nan is at the end of the sentence. So instead, we have to say kore wa nan desu ka? This thing, what is it? So the sentence nan desu ka is a pretty common way to say, what is it? So looking at this picture, nan desu ka? The first thing you probably noticed was neko desu. It is a cat. But did you study your vocabulary? What is this? Makura desu. Makura desu. What is makura? Do you remember? It is a pillow. Makura desu. How about this one? Let's start with this first. What is that thing? Nan desu ka? Kagami desu. Kagami desu. It is a mirror. What about this animal? Nan desu ka? Inu desu. Nan desu ka? What is that blue thing? Nan desu ka? Haburashi desu. Ha means teeth. Haburashi. How about the animal? What is it? Nan desu ka? Neko desu. It is a cat. Okay. Nan desu ka? Nan desu ka? Neko desu. What does that mean? It is a cat. What is the cat playing with? Nan desu ka? Maro desu. It is a window. Next up, let's see if you remember the hiragana characters that you learned last time. Starting from the top, what character is that? Remember, oh. Next up, what is that character? O. Oasis. O. Okay, what comes next? Exercise. Then we have our sideways letter here. What is that? Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, so heavy. Ooh. And last up we have eat. Eat. Looks like two eyes. Eat. Okay. Now, pause the video if you need to and try to read these characters. Starting with this pink one here. What is that? Eat. Eat. How about this purple one here? Ah. Ah. Ready? Ooh. Ooh. How about this one? Oh. Oh. And last one. Now, let's see what you remember. Take a look at this sample conversation. I want you to read it in Japanese first, and then translate it into English. What does it mean? It says, Nanesca? Betto desu ka? もう一度言ってください。ベッドですか? いいえ、布団です。So, what does this mean? What is it? Is it a bed? Can you say it one more time? Is it a bed? No, it's a futon. Now, let's try this one. Right now, it's in English, but how could I change it into Japanese? Take a minute, pause if you need to. Tanaka-san desu ka? もっとゆっくり言ってください。Tanaka-san desu ka? いいえ、メリです。Notice that I did not put an honorific when I introduced myself. You will never add san, chan, kun, or any of those on your own name. It is only used for people you are talking about. You cannot use it for yourself. And we are all done. This lesson was short and sweet, but I do have some more homework for you. We are going to dive even deeper into grammar next time. So these are some good words to know for us to practice with. So again, take a picture of it if you need to, or if you happen to have the textbook, this is part of the vocabulary list for lesson number 2. So you can just follow along that way. And that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.